Hello there, kiddies. I'm going to sing a song for you today called Matchbox. No, don't worry, I'm not actually going to sing to you, though by the time this is over with, you might wish I had. Today's fanfiction is entitled My Immortal.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
I was going to shy away from this, but somebody suggested it, so I'm going to at least read the first few chapters and see what happens after that. I didn't really get any feedback from the last one. It's probably due to my massively small viewership, but it was so poorly written that it was tough to read. So if people write back saying they want me to do more of it, then I'll continue it. But for now, I'm going to move on and do this bit here. I'm not even going to do all of this unless someone requests that I do. So, without further ado, the first few chapters of My Immortal. Although, if you are unsure if you want to go through with this with me, then let me give you a brief synopsis of what this is all about. That is My Immortal in a nutshell. So let's begin, shall we? Chapter 1. Author's note. Special thanks. Get it cause im Gothic. To my GF, you not in that way, Raven, bloody tears 666 for helping me with that story and spelling. Ooh rock. Obviously she doesn't rock. Justin, da love of my depressing life. Ooh rock too. MCR rocks. I'm going to do something that I never do. I'm going to try doing this with Cockney. Hi, my name is Ebony Darkness Dementia Raven Way, and I have long ebony black hair. That's how I got my name, with purple streaks and red tips that reaches my mid-back, and icy blue eyes like limpid tears, and a lot of people tell me I look like Amy Lee. Author's note. If you don't know who she is, get that out of here. I'm not related to Gerald Way, but I wish I was, because he's a major hottie. I'm a vampire, but my teeth are straight and white. I have pale white skin. I'm also a witch, and I go to a magic school called Hogwarts in England, where I'm in the 7th year. I'm 17. I'm a goth, in case you couldn't tell. I wear mostly black. I love Hot Topic, and I buy all my clothes from there. For example, today I was wearing a black corset with matching lace around it, and a black leather miniskirt, pink fishnets, and black combat boots. I was wearing black lipstick, white foundation, black eyeliner, and red eyeshadow. I was walking outside Hogwarts. It was snowing and raining, so there was no sun, which I was always happy about. A lot of preps stared at me, but I put my middle finger up at them. Okay, I'm not doing that anymore. Hey, Ebony, shouted a voice. I looked up. It was Draco Malfoy. What's up, Draco? I asked. Nothing, he said shyly, but then I heard my friends call me, and I had to go away. Author's note. Is it good? Please tell me fangs. Chapter 2. Author's note. Thanks to bloody tears 666 for helping me with the chapter. BTW, prep stop flamming my story arc. The next day I woke up in my bedroom. It was snowing and raining again. I opened the door of my coffin and drank some blood from a bottle I had. My coffin was black ebony, and inside it was hot pink velvet with black lace on the ends. I got out of my coffin and took off my giant MCR t-shirt, which I used for pajamas. Instead, I put on a black leather dress, a pentagram necklace, combat boots, and black fishnets on. I put on 4 pairs of earrings in my pierced ears, and put my hair in a kind of messy bun. My friend Willow, author's note, Raven dis is ooh, woke up and then grinned at me. She flipped her long waist-length raven black hair with pink streaks and opened her 4 green eyes. She put on her Marilyn Manson t-shirt with a black mini, fishnets, and pointy high-heeled boots. We put on our makeup, black lipstick with white foundation and black eyeliner. OMFG, I saw you talking to Draco Malfoy yesterday, she said excitedly. Yeah, so? I said, blushing. Do you like Draco? She asked as she went out of the Slytherin common room and into the great hall. No, I so don't, I shouted. Yeah, right, she exclaimed. Just then Draco walked up to me. Hi, he said. Hi, I replied flirtily. Guess what, he said. What? I asked. Well, Good Charlotte are having a concert in Hogsmeade, he told me. Oh, my, I screamed. I love GC. They are my favorite band, besides MCR. Well, do you want to go with me? He asked. I gasped. Chapter 3. Author's note. Stop flamming that story prep the arc. Otherwise, thanks to the Gothic people for the good reviews. Thanks, Agan Raven. Oh yeah, BTW, I don't own this or that lyrics for Good Charlotte. On the night of the concert, I put on my black lace-up boots with high heels. Underneath them were ripped red fishnets. Then I put on a black leather mini dress with all the corset stuff on the back and front. I put on matching fishnets on my arms. I straightened my hair and made it look all spiky. I felt a little depressed then, so I slit one of my wrists. I read a good depressing book, well, waited for it to stop bleeding, and I listened to some GC. I painted my nails black and put on tons of black eyeliner, and then I put on some black lipstick. I don't put on foundation because I was pale anyway. I drank some human blood, so I was ready to go to the concert. 1. Cutting oneself is a serious problem. It is not something that you use to make a story stylish or edgy, although I have no words for just how messed up this is. 2. It was established just a little bit ago that you do indeed use foundation, so at least, come on, if you're going to write, use some consistency. I went outside. Draco was waiting there in front of his flying car. He was wearing a Simple Plan t-shirt they would play at the show too. Baggy black skater pants, black nail polish, and little eyeliner. Author's note, a lot for cool boys were at Ark. Hi, Draco, I said in a depressed voice. Hi, Ebony, he said back. We walked into his flying black Mercedes-Benz, the license plate said 666, and flew to the place for the concert. On the way, we listened excitedly to Good Charlotte and Marilyn Manson. We both smoked cigarettes and drugs. When we got there, we both hopped onto the car. We both went to the mosh pit at the front of the stage and jumped up and down and listened to Good Charlotte. Joel is so hot, I said to Draco, pointing to him as he sung, filling the club with his amazing voice. Suddenly, Draco looked sad. What's wrong? I asked as we moshed to the music. Then I caught on. Hey, it's Ock. I don't like him better than you, I said. Really? Asked Draco sensitively, and he put his arm around me, all protective. Really, I said. Besides, I don't even know Joel, and he's going out with Hillary effing Duff. I effing hate that little I said disgustedly, thinking of her ugly blonde face. The night went on really well, and I had a great time. So did Draco. After the concert, we drank some beer and asked Benji and Joel for their autographs and photos with them. We got GC concert teas. Draco and I crawled back into the Mercedes-Benz, but Draco didn't go back into Hogwarts. Instead, he drove the car into the Forbidden Forest. Author's note. I said, stop flamming Ock. Ebony's name is N.O.B., not Mary Sue. Ock. Draco is so in love with her that he is acting their friend. They know each other before Ock. Draco, I shouted. What do you think you're doing? Draco didn't answer, but he stopped the flying car and walked out of it. I walked out of it too, curiously. What the I asked angrily. Ebony, he asked. What? I snapped. Draco leaned in extra close, and I looked into his gothic red eyes. He was wearing color contacts, which revealed so much depressing sorrow and evilness, and then suddenly I didn't feel mad anymore. And then, suddenly, just as I kissed me passionately, Draco climbed up on top of me, and we started to make Aunt Keamy against a tree. I'm not going to read this bit to you, so this will just kind of be fast-forwarded through. And my pale body became all warm. What the are you doing, you? It was?
It was? Yes. Yes. So poisoning.
Dumbledore. Author's note. Stop flaming. If a flam, it means a prep or a passer. The only reason Dumbledore swore is cause he had a headache, and on top of that he was mad at them for having sex. P.S. I'm not updating him till I get 5 good reviews. Okay, we'll see when that happens. Dumbledore made, and Draco, I follow him. He kept shouting at us angrily. You ludicrous fools, he shouted. I started to cry, tears of blood down my pallid face. Draco comforted me. When we went back to the castle, Dumbledore took us to Professor Snape and Professor McGonagall, who were both looking very angry. They were having sexual intercourse in the Forbidden Forest. He yelled in a furious voice. Why did you do such a thing, you mediocre dunces? Asked Professor McGonagall. How dare you? Demanded Professor Snape. And then Draco shrieked, Because I love her. Everyone was quiet. Dumbledore and Professor McGonagall still looked mad, but Professor Snape said, Fine, very well. You may go up to your rooms. Really? Draco and I went upstairs while the teachers glared at us. Are you okay, Ebony? Draco asked me gently. Yeah, I guess, I lied. I went to the girls' dorm and brushed my teeth and my hair and changed into a low-cut black floor-length dress with red lace all around it and black high heels. When I came out, Draco was standing in front of the bathroom. He started to sing I Just Want to Live by Good Charlotte. I was so flattered, even though he wasn't supposed to be there. We hugged and kissed. After that, we said goodnight, and he reluctantly went back to his room.
That is horrible!
So, in case you couldn't tell, I'm pretty sure this was written by someone very, very high up in the chav hierarchy. This was bad. We had atrocious grammar, worse spelling, inconsistency, glamorization of self-mutilation. This author is just a bad person. And a chav. I don't care how gothic or edgy they're trying to sound, this was written by a chav. You should be ashamed of yourself, author. I don't even know how to give a proper reaction to this. Homer Simpson, you are, well, let's be honest, not the brightest crayon in the box. But I'm sure you have some level of decency. Upon hearing this, what was your reaction? Yeah. Anyway, there's quite a bit more to the story. If you want me to continue on, I can. Just leave me a comment saying, hey, please continue to read this horrible drivel. And if you don't want me to, then either stay silent or tell me, don't do more of this. Because, honestly, if you tell me to read more, I probably will. Oh yeah, and this is the new place, in case you didn't notice it was different from most of the previous videos. And I'm sorry that there's been a bit of a gap between this one and the previous one. But moving is finally complete, so hopefully my schedule and life will regain some level of consistency, and so will the frequency of videos, hopefully, in theory. In the meantime, fare thee well from myself and from the pie maker. Look at that face. He didn't like this story one bit. I don't think Thranduil liked it either.